Watching us tonight, how the Obamacare brawl affects you, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. Classic left-right brawl. President Obama and the Democrats wanted to provide health care to Americans who could not or would not pay for it. Republican Party and President Trump don't want to do that. So the battle lines are drawn. Here are the facts. 81% of all Americans who signed up for the Obamacare health plan will receive government assistance of some kind this year. Some will have their entire health care premium paid for by the federal government. That cost American taxpayers more than $100 billion last year alone. That's the essence of Obamacare, that all Americans are forced to buy health insurance so that the have-nots can be subsidized and covered by the haves. It's estimated that since Obamacare passed, 13 million people have health insurance who did not have it before. Enter President Trump, who says that Obamacare costs are way too high and the program's a disaster in every way. So the Republicans will put forth a new national health care plan. This one will not order you to buy health insurance. If you don't buy it, your option will be go to the emergency room and get treated. If you can't pay, the taxpayer picks it up just like the old days. If you cannot afford health insurance premiums, the Republicans want the states to handle it through Medicaid. President Trump and his acolytes essentially want out of the health care business and will send federal money to the individual states so they can decide who gets what. But the Medicaid tax dollars will be kept. Liberals hate that. They hate it. They want the feds to dictate health insurance costs and who gets free or subsidized insurance. So that's essentially where we are. The key question for you, the American citizen, is will your health care premiums go up or down once Obamacare is history? Today, the Congressional Budget Office said that under the Republican plan, the feds will spend about $337 billion less subsidizing health care over the next 10 years. But about 21 million more Americans will not have health insurance by the year 2020. Again, that would most likely be their own choice not to have insurance. The CBO does not know what might happen if the insurance companies are allowed to compete nationwide, which they cannot do now. Will that drive premiums down? That's the hope on the Trump side, but not on the left.
This really has nothing to do with health care. What this has everything to do with is a massive shift of wealth from working people and middle-income people to the very richest people in this country. It is a $275 billion tax break for the top 2%.
Now, Senator Sanders is angry because the Republican health care plan knocks out an Obamacare payroll tax, 0.9%, and a tax on investment income. Sanders saying that gives money to rich people. And that's always the argument from the left. Any tax breaks, especially on investment income, sales of stocks, interest, that kind of thing, helps the wealthy. But the Trump administration has promised to lower taxes, and the health care plan does that. It's simply impossible for you, the American consumer, to know how this will all turn out. As they say on the West Coast, it's complicated. Summing up, liberals want a big entitlement culture. Some uber conservatives want few, if any, entitlements. More moderate Republicans want the states to handle health care entitlements with limits. There you have it.